Something to think about today, people. Somebody asked me to talk about how we deal with trauma. I mean, we talk a lot about that these days, but let's look at it in a very broad way. If you think about it, every time something bad happens to us, the smallest to the most intense, technically that's trauma. Because what's happening is that all the time the assumption is we should only get nice things. This is not being mean about us, it's just truth. We're always assuming nice things should happen. We're expecting nice things. We only want nice things. So the moment an unnice thing happens, the dog barks at you when you're a little girl, your father abuses you, somebody holds you up in the middle of the night, small trauma, big trauma, the degree to which we are shocked by it, and therefore the degree to which it brings up aversion and therefore fear, is the extent to which that's called trauma. I mean, this is the universe. This is the life, This is how it is. So this is the thing, ideally, as we're really progressing along, we have to develop the courage, slowly, to develop the courage to be able to not be freaked out, to not have aversion to not be unhappy about the things that arise that we don't want. Of course, it sounds intensely difficult, but that's what the training is. The more we can know our own mind, the more we can lessen this constant emotional hunger to get only the nice things, because that makes us so fragile. And that's why the tiniest things that happen, we freak out. The tiniest things that happen that aren't what we want, we freak out. And then we bury it, so then we can't handle it. And so then it has to come up later, because everything gets stored in our mind, It has to come up later in one way or another. That's what trauma means. So, of course, some of us have far more trauma than others. So how to deal with it now once it's happened, that's the part that's difficult. If we're able to have appropriate good friends and close people, like a good therapist, to enable us to dig down deep and look into it and bring it up and confront it and see it and not push it away and not be afraid of it, that's the process we have to go through. But we need to have support doing that. Some of us can do it on our own, some of us can't. It's not that easy. This is life, people. This is life, So we do our best. Get good support. This is what we need. Even if we have one person on this planet who can help us see our minds, deal with what's in there, deal with the trauma, deal with the stuff that we've buried, This is so important.